So there's something that I need to do, and I've had to do it for quite a while. I've been putting it off, and I probably should have done this in the summer when it was a little bit warmer, but if you go back and look at the video where we had an issue with the stovepipe that went through the roof of the tent and the debris was collecting, and we had a little bit of I don't know, fabric was getting a little compromised. We ended up with a little tear. It's like 2 inches, 3 inches. And it's been fine, but I want to get that fixed before we get into the winter and we get any wind and, you know, we get buffeting of the canvas. I don't think it'll tear anymore, but we're going to put some stitches in it nonetheless, just to make sure that it doesn't get any bigger. So it is deer season, so we're going to be still hunting into the tent, just in case. Our 2 target bucks have been killed. My daughter-in-law took Willie, the one-eyed buck. A neighbor took the big 10. So now I'm a meat hunter. So we have numerous small bucks that I've had the opportunity to harvest throughout the season, and I've just passed them up, waiting for the 2 bigger target bucks that we're looking for. But now they're fair game. So as we walk into the tent, we're going to still hunt our way in there. Just maybe we'll see a deer. I don't know. Probably not. It's 25 degrees. The wind's blowing a little bit. Partially sunny. Hopefully we see a deer and we harvest one. You never know. It's really swirly today. 1 minute it's at my back, next minute it's in my face. The bedding area's over there. I had the wind in my face coming down, and then it switched, and now it's blowing right up toward the bedding area. That's what I was just glassing. So usually when the wind is in my face coming down, as I get down, I can start glassing the hillside and maybe catch a deer bedded in there. But yeah, it's definitely chilly out today. Yeah, we gotta get a fire going. So hopefully I can get that sewn. And hopefully the fabric isn't too fragile where I gotta sew it. We'll see. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. Probably won't look pretty, but so right now the thermometer says it's 32 degrees in here. Let's see. It's 10:37. Let's see how long it takes to get it warmed up in here. But I think it just gotta picture on my camera, which is right above us here. So I got this cell camera, and I'm finding that as the day warms up, especially if it's a sunny day and the sun starts hitting that camera, it starts to trigger it. And that's what it's doing right now. Thank goodness for cheaters, because I gotta try to thread this needle. I did taxidermy for many years, and I did a lot of sewing. So sewing is not new to me. The issue I'm going to have is reaching out, but I can go through the old stovepipe hole. Should be fine. Let's see what we can do. Having the hot wood stove going isn't helping me. Try to stretch this fabric out now that it's warmed up. I might be able to do it like this. Let's see, maybe I can do it all from the inside. So the fabric is a little weak on the top side. The bottom side has a lot of the seam left on it, so I'm going to be able to close it up somewhat, but yeah, see, it's just tearing out, but well, that'll have to do. It's not perfect. It's better than it was, but I am going to get some fabric mender. I think Davis Tent sells it. And we'll put some of that on there and lock that all back together. At least it won't get worse. So one of the biggest issues is the fabric is compromised because of a little bit of mildew. We had some debris, pine needles, some leaves got caught up in a little spot, and it started to degrade the fabric just a little bit. But that's the issues that you can have with canvas tents, canvas in general, is that mildew will destroy the fabric. And although this isn't a very big area, the material is definitely compromised. So I sewed it up the best I could. It's better than what it was, but we're going to get some fabric mender and paint it on there and lock all those threads together. I think it'll be fine. Now, we've had this tent set up for over 3 years, and that's the only spot that we had problems. And it was mainly because we had our stovepipe going through the roof, and it allowed debris to get up in there. And even though I tried to keep it clean, I obviously didn't do a good enough job. Keep that in mind if you're going to keep your tent set up for long periods of time. Now, obviously, if you're using your tent for hunting and you're only leaving it up for like a month at a time or 2 weeks at a time, it's not an issue. But long-term setups like ours, you got to keep on top of that. So it's 30 minutes later, and it's almost 50 degrees in here. Yeah, that's cool. It's nice in here. It's nice and warm. So it doesn't take much to heat this place up. I even got a couple windows cracked, so it's good. Getting pictures. I'm getting pictures. But no deer. So it's a little after 11 o'clock. We're all done with this project, but we're going to go sit in the blind for a little while and maybe catch a deer getting up for his midday feed. Thanks for watching.